they send it to Spain. In Spain, they installed the factory roll cage. It's FIA homologated. I mean, it's special. We have to have pictures of every step of the way building the roll cage. So it's FIA homologated. So if you open the doors, you'll see how nice that is. Really nice when they get the serial number in the roll cage. Anyway, they put the roll cage in, then they bake the car 800 degrees to harden it, harden the shell. It's hard. You can hardly drill through. If you want to do something you're not supposed to do, you can hardly drill through into the steel because it's so hard. They harden it 800 degrees. Then they proceed to build the car. Now, the rear suspension, who's familiar with the rear suspension of an S3 RS3? Okay. With the Quattro, you know, you've got upper link, lower link. This has an upper link and lower link, but they're totally different from the production car. They're made for the race car. It's got these, what I call the spring arm off the Porsche. They got a spring arm, but everything's spherical bearing conduit, no rubber. But this is not a Quattro, front wheel drive. The front suspension is pretty unique, totally different from the street car of any Audi. It's a total race car fabrication. It's got a big hub upright that's unique, built for this car. It's got a lower control arm that's just two put together with spherical bearings. It's got Coney racing shocks, which are triple adjustable. And it is McPherson, but it's got a totally different hub to it. Then the brakes, these are 380, 34 brakes for endurance. It's got extremely thick brake pads, 3/4 of an inch brake pads on the side. So it's built for endurance racing. The rear brakes are pretty small, but they work well. This car weighs about 2,750 pounds, so it's quite a bit lighter than the street car by like 500 pounds, and even the A3 front wheel drive. Now, they call it RS3 LMS, LMS Le Mans Series Racing. It races in TCR, touring car racing, but it's the 2-liter turbo motor straight out of an S3 or TTS. Bone stock engine, with the exception of a little bit of oiling changes. They changed the software, they changed the exhaust. Got an exhaust coming off the turbo, and then full open exhaust all the way back. And everything's turbo seal, engine seal, oil pan seal, we can't touch it, so it's a stock turbo. But with software, it'll put out up to 350 horsepower. I know the street cars you can get more, but this is endurance racing, put out 350 horsepower. And it's plenty of power for this lightweight car. So on the racetrack, the GT4 cars, which like the R8 GT4, the Aston Martin, the McLaren, the Mustangs, the Camaros, this car will out-handle them in the corners. Straightaways, they'll pull it a little bit, but in the corners on a tight track, this car will out-handle big cars, even R8s and stuff, because of the downforce. These fenders, carbon fiber. Pull off this fender. Who has an iPad? That's kind of stupid. Everybody has an iPad. Take the cover off your iPad with just the iPad. This fender weighs 2 ounces more than your iPad. It's that light. Carbon fiber rear, carbon fiber door, whatever you want to call it. Carbon fiber shell on the side, carbon fiber splitter, so the downforce is what makes this car so fast. The downforce costs you a little speed on the straightaway, and the body costs you some speed, so the car is limited. 155 miles an hour is tapped out on this car. It would go faster with some different gearing, but they limit, all the cars limited to 155 miles an hour. So the gearing ratio is set for that. It's got a rev limiter, but at Daytona, we're tapped out 156, 157, depending on the wind and the draft you can get. And you're right at almost 7,000 RPM. So they have it geared just right where it taps out at that speed. It is, even though it's front wheel drive, it's tail happy. Okay? Until you get the tires warmed up on this car, you better watch because that rear will come around. So you set this car up, we've got adjustable sway bars, we can change the springs, we can change the alignment settings, and we'll adjust it for the track. We change the springs for the track, stiffer or harder. For example, if you want the Sebring, normally you'd have a softer suspension because it's so rough. Get the Circuit of the Americas, very smooth track, you run this car stiffer. So we've got it set up kind of stiff right now. But you've got a really adjustable suspension. You can adjust it with the links on the sway bars. You've got probably 5 to positions on the front and rear sway bars. If you really dial in the handling, it is a pretty good handling car.